from the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans. It's time for Monday Night Football on EA Sports. It's the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Carolina Panthers and the New Orleans Saints. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Saints team as they enter play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games.
And last week's win was indicative of how good this team can be. It was a complete performance.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Panthers, they've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. Still a lot to be determined in terms of their final seeding. We do know they'll be in the playoffs, but in what shape, what capacity, we're not sure. But here, ready for a sports cliche, and then just take them one game at a time, right?
And they have to. And look, the thing about cliches, they've been proven over time. All right, we know that. So, yes, take it one game at a time, but make sure that there's no let up, no getting off the gas, right? No mental letdowns, because each one is important for them to accomplish their goals.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Carolina.
This is McCaffrey. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was brought down at the...
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3-3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
On the carry.
They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey.
fans talk about 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and it's 3rd and short. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Ian Thomas. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Taken in at the 3. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He throws it, he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
For a Saints.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball is thrown.
Number 41.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Alvin Kamara, the ball carrier.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And the find here is complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Saints first down there on a gain of 11.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Running with Kamara. Big Derek Brown making the stop. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
That's the end of the
Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
first down.
Back to throw. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
Agnew on 1st down. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And hold everything here because DJ Chark, after that last play, went down, and he's yet to get up. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back. Agnew now throwing on 1st down. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
McCaffrey. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old left.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers.
Touchdown.
Steven Sims, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
To kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And for them right now, not a done deal. They are holding down one of the final 3 wild card spots with 2 weeks to go. But, you know, there are others, Charles, kind of nipping at their heels a bit.
And, Brandon, it's always worth keeping in mind, and I have to keep writing it down for myself. Remember,
the Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Yetur Gross-Matos make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the first down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
You can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 2 yards.
A good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best block.
And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now we'll see what Michael Thomas and the rest of the offense has in store here. You would have to think they're going to make it more of a priority to get him the football. You're losing here in the second quarter, and he's been really quiet.
I think all we have to do, and it's too bad we can't actually see the actual play sheet now from the coordinator, because he's looking down at that and saying, okay, do I put him in different spots? Do I try and isolate him? What routes do I run? You're exactly right. They've got to get the ball in his hands and get their offense kick-started.
He does have the 2 catches, but pretty quiet so far. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Working out of the gun. Mayfield, throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he's going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup. 1st down, New Orleans. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
To throw again on 2nd down, Mayfield. This one hauled in by Sample.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Zach Ertz, incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here. Mayfield with it once more. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
Makes the score Panthers 14.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. There he goes left side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Justin Matabike there to bring him down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 15-yard line. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Tackle made.
6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
The tackle made.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Sly on for the extra point.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who could make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
7 yards there and a first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it and more.
And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 13-yard line.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd down and 5. From the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to his running back, Kamara.
Mayfield.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And 2.
To throw, Mayfield. That's complete, right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down, and the Panthers will get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
And 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Here's Agnew on third down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Christian McCaffrey.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The tackle by Jasont1991's. It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the first down right near the 24. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Here we go with McCaffrey. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout as there's a Saints player down here on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. They'll try to run this one in. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing out